With 44, they want to know the surface area. Okay? Now the surface area is equal to the area of the base plus the area of all the faces. Okay? Or the sides. So I need to know what kind of base I have. And it looks like I have a rectangular base. So in our case, it's going to be the area of the base plus the area of the sides. And in our case, it's going to be the area of a rectangle plus 4 areas of a triangle. Does that make sense? Because there's 4 triangle faces. Okay? So the area of the base is going to be length times width. Right? Area of a square is length times width. And in our case, it's x minus 1 times x minus 1. Okay? And then we're going to be adding to that 4 times the area of a triangle. Now the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay? Now in our case, the height is what's called the slant height of the pyramid. And the slant height is the height of the face of the triangle. Does that make sense? So it's the height from here to the top. And that slant height would be our height in the base. So it's going to be times 1/2 times the base, which is x minus 1. And then times 3x. As our slant height. Okay? So there's a lot going on there, right? And so we got to multiply polynomials. This is really what chapter 3.2 is about. And the reason why I wanted to show this to you guys is so that we could understand these shapes a little better. Because they might throw these at you on the state test. I don't know if they did, but they might. So what I do is, when we have this, we have everybody on the block piece of paper. So x times x is x squared. X times -1 is negative x. -1 times x is negative x. And -1 times -1 is 1. Right? So then we collect our like terms. We get x minus 2x, or x squared minus 2x plus 1. And we're adding that polynomial to the next polynomial. Has everyone got me from there? Okay? So then, I'm going to say, well, that's 4 times 1/2. What's half of 4? 2. Okay? So I've got 2. Okay? And then what's 2 times 3? 6. So couldn't I just say that that's 6x? And just say this times this times this? That's pretty easy, right? And then I'm going to say, well, that's times this, which is x minus 1. So then I got to go 6x times x. What is that? 6x squared. And then 6x times minus 1. Minus 6x. Okay? And now we're just going to add these polynomials. I'm going to add this 6x squared to this x squared. I'm going to add this negative 6x to this negative 2. And I'm going to get 7x squared minus 8x plus 1. And what is that? What kind of polynomial is that? So it's 3 situations, so that's a trinomial. And what's the power? Quadratic. Because it's a square, right? Yeah. Okay? So the square is a quadratic, so it's a quadratic trinomial. Okay. And that's 44. Okay? Then we're going to redo some of the ones we already